Okay, it's time to watch some Guilty Gear. So today, we're going to be looking at two sets of Potemkin games, both of which are a best of 5. So here we have Potemkin on the left side. Potemkin is a grappler. This means he's a big boy, as you can clearly see. He's very slow, and it's hard for him to get in. But once he gets in, it's very scary, and he's going to try and put you in situations where you have to guess, am I going to hit you, or am I going to throw you? And if he throws you, you lose most of your health. Meanwhile, on this side of the screen, we've got Zato. Zato is a puppet character. This is his special gauge right here. This is the Eddie gauge. Zato, being a puppet character, literally means he's controlling two characters, but the second character, Eddie, is dictated by this gauge. He summons Eddie. While Eddie's on the field, he's gradually draining this gauge right here, and special moves drain varying amounts of the gauge as well. Some of them only use a little bit, some use half, one move uses all of it. If he lets the gauge drain fully, it has to slowly recharge, and that's bad. If he gets hit or Eddie gets hit, the gauge also immediately empties out, and he has to wait for it to refill before he can summon Eddie again. If he willingly desummons Eddie, it refills faster. So Zato revolves entirely around this gauge. When he's got no gauge, he has to play safe, and when he's got gauge, he wants to play aggressively. But this matchup is very scary for Zato, because Zato has no invincible reversals or DPs. So, if Zato is put on the back foot against Potemkin, it's very hard for him to get out of it. And also, Zato's squishier than other characters are, so he dies really quickly if Potemkin gets in on him. So, a lot of this game is going to be Zato trying to keep away from Potemkin, and Potemkin trying to slowly work his way in. This is also a terrible Zato skin. Well, color, you know, it's terrible. Look at it. Oh god, it's horrible. So this is what Zato's going to try and do. He's going to try and stay away. This here, we've got Slide Head from Potemkin, where he just flops over. That's a full screen move that doesn't do any damage, but it does knock you down if it hits you. So he's trying to do that just to knock Zato down so he can actually get in. Meanwhile, Zato, he doesn't want any part of it, really. Now he's got a chance to go in and do something aggressive. Blocks it all, so he just backs up. And now, burst, get him off me. I don't want Potemkin in me. If Zato's in a position where Potemkin knocks him down, it's all over for Zato, basically. He doesn't even want to risk it. So he's doing a good job of keeping Potemkin down, and this is what Zato's about. Because Eddie acts independently of Zato, well, you're controlling both of them yourself, but Zato's doing one thing, Eddie's doing something different, right? This is what he's about. You get him in the corner, you have to block Eddie because he's doing a move. Meanwhile, Zato comes up and does something else. So Eddie's holding him in place, Zato comes over and does this, which is an overhead, and he gets something off it immediately, just kills him like that. So Zato's pressure is very scary. Also, if a character has an invincible reversal or a DP, if you're playing against Zato, it doesn't always work, because he can hit you when you're waking up with Eddie, but if you hit Eddie, that doesn't stop Zato. So, scary if Zato gets rolling. That's the move Potemkin revolves around, right there. This is Garuda Impact. He misses the timing on it here. It doesn't actually hit Zato when he's waking up, but we'll see a lot of Garuda Impact over the course of these two sets. So, jumps up, grabs Zato out of the air. There we go. That's why it's so strong. It's a guard crush. We went back a little bit further than I wanted to right there. That's okay. It's a guard crush. And that means... oh, fuck, I'm reeling all the way back. Now... Potemkin's like plus 7,000 or something absurd while this is happening, and this is what Potemkin's about. He hits you with the Garuda Impact, and you have to guess. Is he going to go low? Is he going to do Garuda Impact again? Or is he going to use his command grab? And you just got to guess. And if you guess wrong, if you guess incorrectly, you either get knocked down and have to repeat that, because if he goes low, you get knocked down and you're put in this exact position again. If he just goes Garuda Impact again, you're put in this position and you have to do it again. And if he uses Potemkin Buster, you lose half your health, and then you have to be put in this situation again. So he's really all about just putting you in Garuda Impact, and then you just have to guess. You just have to guess what he's going to do correctly. Or burst your way out. If you have an invincible reversal, that can help, but not always. That's one of Zato's best moves. Oppose, the tickle monster. Eddie comes out, and Zato's just completely immune while Eddie's doing this. He's protecting him. So you try and punch him, you do whatever, it doesn't work. Zato's just perfectly safe in there. You can grab Zato while he's using Oppose, which is this move, but other than that, nothing works. So Potemkin tries to hit him, but Oppose blocks for Zato, and then he just punishes the Potemkin for it. So now this is scary because Potemkin's got in the corner. That's the command grab. Look at that! He loses all his fucking health. And now, guess. And he guesses incorrectly, and he immediately dies for it. That's what Potemkin's all about. Zato's got nothing. If Zato's put in a position where he gets hit by Garuda Impact, he literally just has to guess or burst. There's nothing else you can do. Guard Crush is very strong because you have, like, two universal defensive options, which are Burst, which is gated by the burst gauge under the health bar, or you can Yellow Roman Cancel, which is you spend 50 meter to do a Roman Cancel, and that just, like, pushes the person off of you. You're at a slight advantage, so you can, like, get out of the pressure. If a move Guard Crushes, you cannot do that. You just can't do it. You just eat shit, and you have to just keep guessing. That's why moves that Guard Crush are very strong, because the universal defensive mechanics in this game just don't interact with Guard Crush, so it's just a very strong mix-up. So if Zato's ever put in that position, he's fucked. If he hasn't got Burst, it's scary. Here we go. Knockdown. Doesn't do the Garuda Impact this time, though. Now he's got him on the back foot. Run up. This is a classic Zato trick. You run up and use Oppose, because this is, again, guarding Zato. So then you just grab him, because if they try and hit you, it doesn't work, because Eddie's protecting you, and you're just going to grab him. So that's a Zato classic. This is actually a command grab. Zato also has a command grab. This doesn't do any extra damage or anything, as you can see, but well, it does a bit more damage. But the main benefit is that while he's doing that, Eddie just fully recharges. So he's allowed to now continue the pressure, or just back out and continue playing safe against the Potemkin. Takes the grab in the air, but then he just gets grabbed on the ground. Or tries to go for the Potemkin Buster, but he just jumps out of it. That's the main thing you do against the Grappler. You either jump or you backdash, because those are throw immune. So, got Potemkin on the back foot again. Just trying to slide and catch him. Don't want it. Just back up. Play it safe. Alright, now we're going to go in. Try and be aggressive. Ooh, gets swept, though. Garuda Impact. Guess. Goes low this time. Burst. Get off me. I'm not guessing again. Alright. Back up, play it safe, summon Eddie. This is actually super sick. So Zato can fly, as you can see. So he summons Eddie, then flies up, it drags the camera up, and now you can't see what Eddie's doing. He's still controlling Eddie on the ground, so Potemkin just can't see him. Eddie comes up and just punches Potemkin. So, and then he got him, but now, you know, we go back to neutral, have to guess again. Potemkin's got Burst if he does get caught by anything right now, so this is still scary. Gold Burst, you get full meter, so now very scary. Air Grab, or Heat Knuckle. It's not actually an air grab, even though it looks like it. You can actually block that, but if you push a button, you're getting got. So round one. It was a little scary, but in the end, Potemkin pulled it back and got it. Alright, knockdown immediately. Burst. I don't want to guess off Garuda Impact. Fuck, he knocked me down again. Okay, it's okay. Back it up. Alright, we're in the corner. It's very scary. Try and push him back. Alright. Say D summons Eddie. Let me come over here. Let me go over there. Alright, it's not letting me go over there. There we go. I need to bind that to a different key. So here. D-summon Eddie. Look how fast it fills back up again if you re-summon Eddie, or if you D-summon Eddie willingly. As opposed to, well, just watch if the bar goes red. D-summons Eddie, fills the gauge back up again immediately. Keep pushing him back, play safe, play safe. Now look how slow it is if he gets hit, or he just doesn't manage it properly and it times out. It's like 3 or 4 times as long. So that's what you want to de-summon Eddie. You don't want to have Eddie get hit or have Zato get hit because the same thing happens. So now in the corner. Alright, just challenges, pushes it, Potemkin back a bit. Alright, great. We're slowly working our way out of the corner. This is another really big Potemkin move. You've seen it a few times now. Megafisto. He can do this forwards or backwards, and it's just a super hard move to actually contest, because even though that's his fist, like, it's got a huge hitbox, and Potemkin's pretty tucked away. It's very hard to actually contest Megafisto. So, manages to push Potemkin over into the corner, breaks the wall. So, now, immediately, Megafisto, grab him. Alright, guess. I'm gonna do this. Guess again. Low, guess again. And, like, here's the thing with fucking or with Garuda Impact, right? Look how much fucking chip damage that does. It's fucking ridiculous. So you basically have to faultless defense it, which is spending some of your meter to negate chip damage, but if you faultless defense something, it actually makes you recover faster, or recover slower as well. So even though this move is already plus on block by like 1,000, faultless defensing it just makes it even more plus as well. But you kind of have to, because you can't afford to take this much chip like 4 times, you know? And it's just keep guessing, just keep guessing. Guess again. Go low. Guess again. Alright, too far this time. He just jumps away. But jump over Eddie, clock him in the skull. So, first round was kind of rough, but Potemkin's pulling it together. He's getting used to playing against the Zato now. Alright, got his way in, hit him with the frog. Slowly push up, hit him with the frog again. That is a good move for contesting Megafisto. Ooh, throws him on wake up. Alright, guess. Guess again. Walk up. Alright, manages to just mash his way out of it this time. It's so scary. It is hard to convey to you exactly how scary it is the first time you get hit by that Garuda Impact. And that's if you don't block it, that's what happens. The worst possible circumstance. You then get grabbed as well. I don't think that would have killed a lot of characters. Zato's squishy. Like, if he was Soul, he lived, but he's Zato, so he dies. But he was in a bad spot regardless. So, it's going back now. Match point for the Potemkin. If he wins this next one, it's all over. Zato, meanwhile, has got to win the next 3. So, you know, it's going to be hard for Zato. Burst, get him off me. Very scary. We don't want to be in the position we're having to block Garuda Impact. So, again, it's all... If Potemkin gets in, it's all over. Alright, we got him. Push him back. Keep him blocking with Eddie. Keep him blocking with Eddie. We've run out of Eddie now. We've got to play defensively while we wait for Eddie to come back. Alright. Oh, but Eddie just gets clocked as soon as he's summoned. Now we have to resume waiting again. Alright, Eddie's back. Great. Fantastic. Use a pose. Pull him up. YRC, get him off me. If you use the YRC, you also take all of Eddie's gauge. So, you know, this is, again, just something else Zato has to deal with. If you burst Eddie or you YRC Eddie, Eddie's gone. You have to wait again. Zato really is one of the best characters in the game when Eddie's out on the field, but he is the worst character in the game when he doesn't have Eddie. So this is something that hasn't really come up because Zato's just good at breaking it, but a lot of Potemkin's moves have armor, which means he can take a hit and the move will keep going. This move has armor. The big slide across the screen he does also has armor, but it only blocks the 1 hit. So the Zato is just really good at breaking those moves, but it's a big part of Potemkin. You know, he's slow, he doesn't have a dash, he doesn't have an air dash, but he's got armored moves, and he's got, like, the slide to knock you down at full screen. He's got things that help him get it. He's also got a flick for projectiles, but doesn't really do anything against Zato. He doesn't have any projectiles that he can flick. But we'll see the flick later. So, got the first round. Now, push him back. Alright, desummon Eddie, resummon Eddie, push him over into the corner, keep him blocking. Alright, grab, knockdown. I think he could have kept, I think he dropped that combo. I think he could have kept that going. Alright, gotta back it up, play safe, play safe. Alright, oh, no, we got him knocked down. Here we go, Potemkin Buster. Time to guess. YRC, or not YRC, Blue RC, BRC. Alright, guess. Garuda again. Guess again. Alright, jumps over it this time. There we go. I see, you just gotta guess right. That's all you can do. Oh! Alright, so that's brutal. Alright, so he runs up and tries to command grab Potemkin. But he's not close enough or he's recovering. It doesn't work. Potemkin tries to throw Zato. It doesn't work. But Zato's got meter, so he can Roman cancel and just do his command grab again. So, whiff, but one of them's got meter, so he gets to then capitalize off of it, and now he's dead here. So, alright, journey of 1,000 miles. Zato's only got to win 2 more games now, but Potemkin's still got to win the 1. So, if Potemkin doesn't get his opportunity, it's very brutal. But Potemkin only really needs that one good opportunity to crush most characters, especially when they have bad defensive options. There we go. That's the big. That is how the armor works. Say that move only hits once, so he gets to go through it and clap him. Burst, but not actually far enough to burst him back, but it still helped. It's okay. It still like reset the position. All right, summon Eddie. Desummon, resummon. Alright, only got the 1 hit, so it's the armor protected him. He had to block. Alright, desummon Eddie. Be careful. Ooh, caught him. Here we go. Guess. Alright, just jab this time. Alright. Ooh, managed to get his way out. It's not as scary if Potemkin doesn't have meter because he can't keep it going as easily. But so Zato's managed to get out after only having to block a couple times this time. But here we go. Guess again. Roman cancel. Guess again. Oh, he missed the input. So, this is obviously way too far away to command grab Zato from that range. But Potemkin's got something called a Kara cancel, which is Zato's got a move that does a little slide. So the Kara cancel is you do the move with the little slide, and then you also input the Potemkin Buster, and what results from that is Potemkin slides forward a little bit, and then does the command grab. So if he did it correctly, this would actually reach Zato, but he missed the input, so he whiffs it, and then just gets pushed back off of him instead. But he's already mostly killed Zato at this point. Oh... He was right, but then missed whiffs throw immediately, just gets thrown back down and dies anyway. So it's a bad start. It's a bad start to it. All right, we got him knocked down. Push him over to the corner. But Eddie gets knocked out, so now we have to play careful again. Ooh, slides under the Megaphisto. Eddie's back, so we've got him in the corner now. All right, Eddie's gone. Burst, get off me. Okay, just play it cool, play it calm. Alright, got our pressure going, push him forward, goes high while Eddie's covering him, break the wall. He's going to break the wall with the super as well. This means that Potemkin's going to wake up slower now, so there's no chance of him just waking up and smacking Eddie. Got him over in the corner. Ooh, blocks it. Do it again, guess again. Alright, blocks it all. No, it's just 1 tap's all it takes at this point, but oh... Potemkin Buster, here we go. Alright, knock down. Potemkin Fist, Megaphisto backwards, block, YRC, get rid of Eddie. Tries to go for that. That was actually the correct Kara cancel. You see he does the little slide. The little tiny slide, just gives it a little bit of extra range. But he jumps out, so it doesn't matter, he's getting hit regardless. Alright, here we go. Still match point for Potemkin. Alright, no, Eddie didn't actually get knocked out. Eddie doesn't actually get hit by the head slide, the collapse over, but it hits Zato, so if Zato gets knocked down, Eddie gets desummoned anyway, but it doesn't actually hit Zato, or it doesn't actually hit Eddie. Alright, Megaphisto, managed to get Eddie. Oh, here we go. Alright, goes high, knocked down. Burst, get him off me, I don't want to guess off Garuda Fist. Or Garuda Impact, sorry, here we go, Garuda. Knock down. Guess again. Goes low again. Guess again. Goes low again. You just gotta guess right, and that's the worst. When they hit you with the low twice, you're like, surely he wouldn't go low 3 times, but he goes low 3 times. By the way, I should have said this at the start. This is coming from VG Bootcamp. There you go. So Potemkin wins the first one. We now come over to the other side. Or the other game, the other set. So this is from a different event. That was losers finals. This is winners finals. These are 2 different events entirely. Same Potemkin player, but now we're playing against a Soul. Soul is basically the best character in the game. He's got invincible reversals, he's got really good moves, he's got like big active areas, fast startups, all kinds. Soul's got a lot of shit going for him that Zato did not have going for him. Soul's much more straightforward character, but he is also the best character, so it's still an uphill battle for the Potemkin player. So, he's still looking to do the same thing, Potemkin, but Soul, he's just trying to get him with his just generally good buttons. There's Soul's DP. Alright, Garuda. Guess. Goes low. Garuda. Too far to hit him this time. That's Soul's DP, so it's invincible on startup, so that's something he's got going for him that Zato didn't. Zato had nothing. That's so hard to block. Just, alright. Roman cancel. Immediate overhead. Low. Command grab. Soul's also got a command grab. But his side switches, so it's not as good in the corner as Potemkin's is. So here we go. Megaphisto backwards. Alright, so that also, this move guard crushes, that's called Fafnir. Just this giant sliding punch. Guard crushes the same way Garuda Fist does, so it has the exact same benefits that Garuda Impact does. And it's really easy to hit Potemkin with it. Slides all the way back across the screen. This is also kind of an annoying move, because Soul just slides all the way across. He's low profile while this is happening, which just means many moves go over the top of him. You have to use a low to actually hit Soul out of that. So, first round goes to the Soul player. It's no one's real surprise. Soul's also got a projectile, which Zato did not. That's a huge backdash, so when this happens, you can try and throw Soul, but you can also try and challenge him by just pushing a fast button. Potemkin goes for the throw, but if you backdash, it's throw immune, so he gets to punish the Potemkin for it instead. I don't think Potemkin actually has a move that's fast enough to challenge after that. I think Potemkin's moves are too slow, so I think he basically has to just keep blocking or go for the throw. So here, Soul's doing a button, but there's a gap. Because there's a gap in it, Potemkin's able to just back throw him into the corner using the gap. Alright, Garuda Impact. Do it again. Guess again. Potemkin Buster. Soul's got more defense than Zato. Zato would have like a sliver of health left now if that hit him. But Soul gets to live a little bit longer. Garuda Impact. Alright, he's gonna do it again. This is what Potemkin's all about. Just keep doing the Garuda Impact. They're not gonna block eventually, and you're gonna get them. I think there's like one in this set again. I think he does it like 6 fucking times in one block string against this Soul player. So, alright, here we go. Anti-air. That's this is Potemkin's 6P forward punch. So it's upper body invincible, which means it's his anti-air button, or he can do the impact knuckle, which is the grab out of the air. It's not actually a grab, as said earlier, but it looks like it. Those are his 2 anti-airs. Not super of use against Potemkin, or against Soul rather, but as you can see, he gets some mileage. So he actually crosses him up here. Cross up being, you suddenly have to block the other way. It actually looks like Soul was pushing a button, or he's just really surprised. So, catch him on the other side. Alright, guess. Alright, goes high this time, but he bursts. Just get him off me. I don't want to keep guessing. Garuda Impact. Goes for the throw this time, and he doesn't backdash it. Guess. Guess again. Double low. That's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. So, we went too far, but we got a bit of a spoiler. So, get ready. This is the kind of round that Potemkin players live for. Alright, we trade. Potemkin Buster. Alright, guess. It's Potemkin Buster again. Alright, guess again. It's Potemkin Buster again. And he's dead. That's the Soul player on this side, and he's just like, oh, I got Potemkin. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what they live for. That's what the Grappler players live for. So, he's done about half of Soul's life in psychic damage, basically, right there already. That's a tilter. Oh, that's the flick. So this is what the flick does. You literally flick a projectile back at the person. It's not the same projectile pot. It converts it into like his own special projectile, but that's what the flick does. It wasn't of use against Zato really, but Soul more so. Baits the burst, you block it, you get the big punish off of it. Potemkin, by the way, also has way higher defense than other characters because he is so big and slow. Another character would actually be dead now against Soul if he took this much damage. Here we go, guess again. And yeah. So, it's not super clean, but it clashes with the Garuda. His DP clashes with the Garuda Impact. And Garuda Impact has a lot of recovery, actually. So, it gives him the opportunity to get out, and then he just does his DP again after the Roman cancel. So, Zato just couldn't do that, but it's not guaranteed still. If you do it a little bit too soon, or if Potemkin varies the timing a little bit, you can still just get hit regardless. So and the Potemkin can also just guess you're gonna do the DP, you know. So he was gonna keep pushing a button, but he just keeps getting him with these like throws where there's a gap. Because he's pushing a button, but it's just not fast enough to beat throw. So he just catches him right out of the pressure, tries to throw him, but he jumps over the top of it. Fafnir plus unblock, go again. Runs up, but he just grabs him again. Alright, guess. Guess again. It's Potemkin Buster this time. So, as we can see, the Soul player is quite tilted. And he's thinking to himself right now, alright, what's the play? And he goes back to character select. And he thinks for a while, what do I do? And he changes to Axel. Axel's a zoner. This is the worst matchup in the game for Potemkin, because zoners, they're all about keeping you out, don't let him in. Now, if Potemkin gets in on the Axel, it's basically all over, because that's just how zoners are. They're very good at keeping you away, but if you get in on them, they explode. Axel does have an invincible reversal, but it's a super, so he needs 50% meter to do it. And, you know, if you fuck it up, you're getting a big punish in. So, he changes off of Soul. This is a terrible matchup for Potemkin. Like, this is easily Potemkin's worst matchup in the entire game. So, we'll see how the Potemkin deals with it. So, he deals with it the first round by just kind of getting in, and now Axel's in the corner. This is not where Axel wants to be. He's hanging on, but, oh, it's bad. And Axel, kind of a soft character. So, here we go. Knock him down. Guess. Guess again. Let's go low again. Alright, we wall break. Resets back to neutral, but Axel's one hit from death now. Alright, he's too far away to actually convert that into anything, and then just jab, jab, dead. So that was a lot better. That was good for the Potemkin still, but it gets better for the Axel. Alright, we jump in immediately. Guess. He guesses correctly and backdashes the command grab. Alright, here we go. Oh, big jump. Nope. Keep him away. Spin like that. There's a few... this move, he like throws the chain across the ground, and he's got 3 different follow-ups he can do. This is the one you do if the person is close to you, because you just spin it and you keep stabbing at him. It also has like a vacuuming effect. But there's also 2 other follow-up moves. He can make it explode to hold you at full screen, and if you try to jump over it, he's got this, like, whip back. So he just, like, whips the chain up and pulls you if you jump up out over it. So this is a big move for Axel, because you basically just gotta, like, guess correctly. There's the other one. This is the keep him at full screen with the explosion. But if you try to jump the explosion, he can do the pull you up, or pull the chain up instead and drag you closer to him. Which Axel doesn't want, but he's at advantage when he does that. So it's still good for the Axel, even though you're closer than Axel usually wants you to be. So he tries to knock him out of it with the head slide, but that doesn't work. He just gets vacuumed into it and gets knocked out instead by it. The move's called Rensen, by the way, I should say, with the 3 follow-ups. It's called Rensen. So we do the Rensen, we pull him into it. Now Axel's getting it together a little bit more. Just trying to keep him at bay. If he gets in, it's basically all over, but he's doing better at keeping him away this time. You just keep doing the Rensen. You guess, you know, Potemkin's got to guess right, basically, to get in. But when he gets in, so here's the this is the invincible move. It's not safe, but here's how it is. It's a 2-hit move, and you can punish it if you block this first part while you're on the ground. Because you block the first part, and then you jump over the second part to punish Axel. But if you're in the air, you just get knocked into the second hit blocking it. So it is unsafe, but if you're in the air, it is safe if he blocks it. So now, Potemkin's in. But, he throws him into the corner. Oh, he actually could have thrown the Axel into the corner right there, because Axel missed the timing here. He did it a little too soon, but how could he know, right? So he doesn't actually get it. And it's not looking so good for the Potemkin anymore. All right, we Mega Fisto over the top of it. This is how the zoner player is all about. They tilt you into doing something bad. All right, that didn't work. But I'm mad, so I just do it again. It didn't work the second time any better than it did the first time. The armor on the big slide, Axel's really good at punishing it because he's got the big jumping move that breaks the first hit of the armor, and then he lands and he just knocks you out of the second part really easily. He's a very good move for punishing the charge. So, as we can see, the first round went badly, but now the Axel's getting it together a little bit more, keeping the Potemkin out. Alright, we're in this time. Alright, Mega Fisto, we're pushing him to the corner, and he's figured it out. So, Rensen spin. Even though it looks like this should all be hitbox, I forgot to start my pen. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start the pen now. There we go. So, even though it looks like the whole spin should be hitbox, it actually isn't. The hitbox is actually like this. This whole upper part is doing nothing. So you can just jump over the top of it. Even though it looks like it should just be the whole fucking thing is hitbox, it actually isn't. It's just the lower half of it is hitbox. So you can just hop right over the top of it like so. So he's figured it out now. Axel's not a super popular character, so it seems like the Potemkin player just wasn't used to the matchup, but he has now gotten used to it. He had 3, and here we go, he's ready this time. And jump over the second part. There you go. He's ready for it this time. He's adapted more to the Axel matchup. Tries to grab him at the start, it doesn't work. Now we're at the full screen, we have to guess what he's going to do with Rensen. Slowly work, but you can flick Rensen. It's like you have to read it, right? Like you can't possibly react to him doing Rensen. It's too fast. But if you can predict Rensen, hey, got him. Flick it right back at him. It's pretty wild actually that Rensen counts as a projectile for that. But hey, you know. But you have to guess. You can't possibly react to it. So, but that's just, that's playing Potemkin. You pretty much have to outplay the person you're playing against. You have to guess correctly. Like right there where you get in. Potemkin's really low, but again, he only needs one good opportunity to kill Axel. So this isn't going to kill him. He's going to be low, but he's going to live. But we got to guess. Alright, we're up. We're in there. Ooh, that's actually a command grab, but the recovery is huge. Like this is actually a command grab, but it's got a lot of recovery. It's very slow as well. Alright, we got him. He's gonna break. He is actually gonna break the wall, but we reset to neutral now. So just gotta get one touch on both characters. Ooh, burst. What's he gonna do? He's gonna Rensen. He's advantage. That's the pull. So even though you're so close, you don't like it, but it's okay. Axel is an advantage when he pulls you in like that. So, but that's the third Rensen. Explosion, spin, and upward hit. All right, knock him down. Doesn't do the Garuda, just hits him, reads the backdash. So, knock down, guess. Just gonna punch you in the face is what I'm gonna do, and he's gonna burst, get him off me. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay. Doesn't go for the Garuda, expecting him to do something else. Ooh, alright. Rensen, knock down. Slowly pushing the Potemkin back. Goes for the command grab again, but it's just so slow. Potemkin's got time. Mega Fisto over the top of it. Alright, Rensen, keep him away. Ah, we trade in the air, and we die just like so. So, it was a struggle for the Potemkin, but we got there in the end. This is, like, a terrible matchup for Potemkin. You know, it's not as bad as, like, some Grapplers owner matchups, like the bad Grappler zoner matchup is like Zangief versus Dalsum in like Street Fighter 2. That's like a fucking 8-2 matchup, which is like if you put two equally skilled players against each other, you'd expect the Dalsum to win 8 times out of 10. If we're talking Guilty Gear, it's probably more like 7-10 in favor of the Axel, or 7-3 in favor of the Axel, but like, it's really bad. It's still really bad, but you know, you only gotta guess right a couple times, and Potemkin kills you. That's the Grappler lifestyle right there. So what have we learned from this? Fuck Potemkin. And fuck Garuda Impact. And that's the moral of the story. Once again, these videos came from VG Bootcamp. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I enjoy the validation.